Although you may not have access to this yet, soon you'll be able to log into ETSU's D2L website, which is where all of the online content and course management software is housed. So to find that, you can either search ETSU D2L, or you can look up elearn.etsu.edu. Both will take you to the same website. You'll log in with your username, which is essentially the first part of your email address without the @etsu.edu. Mine's Marlo G. You'll put in the same password that you would use for your email, and this changes as you have to change your password over time. When I log in, you'll find all of the classes that you're currently taking at ETSU in one form or another. Some on-the-ground classes do not require any D2L components, and some do, so I would advise you to check all of your classes. What I usually do every semester is I go to this course selection option, and I use this little pin to pin down the classes that I am taking this semester. You use D2L how you see most fit. Now, what we're going to be looking at today is our Principles of Digital Animation class, DIGM 1800-904. And so if I open this, now we're currently in our Course Home section of D2L. You'll see we have a news section. This is where I will update you throughout the week and give you additional information for questions or comments that you may be having. You'll also see that we have upcoming events and a content browser down at the bottom. Now, probably the easier way to browse through the content is to go up to the top of the page and choose Content. The content will look like this for you. You'll see that we have an overview of the class that tells us a little bit about what we're going to be doing, and we have our table of contents for the class. Course information will have stuff like our syllabus and additional information, and student resources will have both internal and external resources that might help you throughout the semester. I have a week 0 section, but that's effectively what I'm sending you right now, these videos. And so you may not be able to access this until the first week of class, but I wanted to be able to house them somewhere in D2L so you would also be able to find them there. Week 1 is where we'll get started. You'll see in week 1, this structure is very similar to what you'll see every week in D2L. We have a checklist. We'll also have some directions in this section. And then all of the content of the class is divided up either into content or assessment. Content is where you're going to find most of the instruction portions of the class. So video lectures, written lectures, and links to other helpful information. Assessment is where you have something that you have to do. So for example, there's a quiz, and this quiz on the first week is basically to ensure that you've done everything that you need to do to get started in the class. There's also a discussion where you'll interact with other people in the class and talk about things that are animation related. At other times, you will find assignments in here for larger projects, and you'll also find places to turn in the larger projects when they're due. Your grades are going to be housed under this A to Z tab. So you'll find grades here. That's currently not listed. You'll also find other options for sorting through the discussions and stuff like your class list or checklist. So there's a lot of different options in here. So I encourage you to browse around D2L and get familiar with the website a little bit now so you don't have to struggle to find this information later.